This is the story of Duchess and Dookie, my little dogs. One question we asked ourselves, were we right to have dogs? Looking back on it, I guess every family asked the same question. The answer is absolutely yes. Japanese chins are very much like cats, but they are actually dogs. Beautiful little characters, minds of their own, that very much fit into our family. Questions you might want to ask yourself. Do the dogs bark a lot? Yes, they can do. They recognise the doorbell, which is a good thing if you haven't heard that doorbell go. Do they recognise when the postman comes? They are very, very good at recognising sounds that you and I just do not hear. Are they a playful dog? Absolutely. They love playtime, but when they want playtime. Dookie, our little dog, has lots of little hand-sized toys that you get from any good pet shop. And when it's time for him to play, he just gets the toy out, plays the way he does, shakes it in his head, flips it all over, runs around with it, sucks it, becomes a nurturing little toy, comfort toy. When we're getting ready to go to bed, out comes the toy, a bit of comfort for Dookie. Here, take it to bed with him, and it's good night from him. One more important thing about bedtime, and it will make you laugh. When he's asleep, you actually think you have somebody else in the room with you. And I mean as a human. Oh my goodness, doesn't he snore? He really does snore. It's quite amusing, but you do know wherever he is, if he's asleep, you can hear him. They do suffer a little bit like that with their respiratory system. Small little noses, obviously small little dogs. The two to go together. But apart from that, it is absolutely adorable just to hear that alone. Another point I need to make clear to anybody that's thinking of a Japanese chin. If you like your furniture, if you like your carpets, these dogs do molt. Like most dogs do, but these are very long-haired dogs. They do like a good brush, and they get used to having a brush, and they look forward to having a brush. So just be aware, with your furnishings, you will have little long hairs lying around all the time. So it's one of those jobs that you will need to keep on top of your hoovering, and also the brushing side for the dog. If you don't brush, they will end up getting little knots around their ears, under their bellies, and it's not nice for them, but it's not nice for you to see them struggling when they start collecting it. One thing I learnt when getting a dog, you obviously go and get a collar and a little tag, but when you get your tag, don't write the dog's name on the tag, just put the telephone number in the event of an emergency. The reason is, if someone finds your dog and they know the name of the dog, they'll start calling it that way. And if you manage to find your dog, if it's got lost, only that dog knows its name, whereas the other people won't. It's another way of trying to stop people from stealing dogs and knowing what the dog's name is. Also, don't forget to get the dog chipped. Go to your local vets, make sure that it's all updated and the dog is fit and well and kept up with their vaccinations. Without vaccinations, your dog is liable to get poorly. Bath times, dogs. Do they love baths? Dookie doesn't like a bath, but he loves a shower. Reason for that, his little nose, his respiratory system. It does make them scared if they feel that they can't breathe properly when there's water running around. You reassure them all the time. You clean them with the proper dog shampoos, and not regularly, but just enough to keep them clean. They are a very low dog to the ground, therefore undercarriages do get dirty quite quickly. When you finish having a bath or a shower for the dog, always use a towel to dab them dry as much as you can. When you've done that, what I normally do, on a very low setting, warm but not cold, I get the hairdryer out. And strangely enough, they love it. Dookie loves it, and so does Duchess. Sit there like a little queen, she does, and she absorbs it all. By doing that, when you're brushing again, you're getting out the excess hair and also making them look pretty. Do they like dressing up? The answer, I would say no. You can see Dookie wearing a hat and it looks like a little old man. Christmas time, Christmas outfits come out for us. They've got one. Do they like it? No, they don't. They soon shrug that straight off and they just want to be themselves. My advice is, I wouldn't bother. Let's get down to some food. What do I give Dookie and Duchess? Well, they have a dry mix, good quality dry mix, no rubbish. And the reason for that, we want them to have some good joints and the bones. We need them to be strong and fit and not unwell. No more unnecessary vets or vet bills. They don't want it and nor do you. Do I give them treats? Yes, seldom, when they've done something right or when I'm training. But with the dry mix food, we do occasionally put some chicken or even some mince, just to give them a little bit of a lift. But we shouldn't rely on that. It's not good for them, but it's nice for them. Do they like bones? Absolutely. They love a good bone. Not a great big bone, but one they can just get their jaws round, either suck or have a good gnaw at. They love it. Just a small bit about bones. I don't give chicken bones, any bones that splinter. I just give raw bones, mainly lamb or beef. Nothing else. Very important, you don't want no splinters. I'm no expert, but I hope this short video helps in looking after a Japanese chin. If you do get a Japanese chin as a pet, they are a family pet. They are part of your family. They don't want to stay in the kitchen or anywhere else on their own while you clear off out. They want to be with you all the time. Accept that. If you have any other questions or something that you need to ask, always visit and speak to your vets. They will give you the proper information and everything that you will need to take on any dog.